My new friend, yes, down to earth, just like everyday people, it takes on a whole different role up there on the stage, is Mr. J. Bernard Calloway.
You guys, I graduated out of high school. Get a little history lesson about your boy. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Okay, born and raised. I came out of high school in '92, and I went to Alabama State University, where I got my BA in theater. Now, my story is when I first got to Alabama State, I wasn't thinking about acting, any of that stuff. I mean, I was very much a singer. I've always been a singer. I've always sung with groups. My whole entire family is like musically inclined. But my intentions of going to college was to play football. I was a full football scholarship. I was an accounting major and a music minor. Okay, so obviously, you know, when I started doing theater, my dad had a problem with that. And he was like, "Theater? Who's gonna pay your bills and do this and support you for the rest of your life? You don't make any money doing that stuff." But it's something that I really do love and something I'm very, very, very passionate about. I was on campus one day, and my group was singing, and this lady was casting a show in the theater. It was called Gospel of Calloway. And make a long story short, she asked me to come in and audition. Go in there and just sing a song. She said, just sing a song, sing an acapella. For you all don't know what acapella is, that's without music. And that's it. I was like, oh, that's all I gotta do? She was like, okay. I was like, all right on. So I went up in there and I sang this song by a gospel group called Commission. You all maybe a little bit. Y'all know who Fred Hammond is, right? Okay. So Fred Hammond used to be a part of this group called Commission back in the day. Back in the day, before y'all was even born, most of y'all. But I went in there and I sang the song and I got the part. And I went in there and had the experience of my lifetime. I went in there where people really appreciated me for who I was. And they didn't put any judges on me creatively of what I brought to the table. You know what I mean? Being an athlete in school, we kind of steer away from the theater. As because we're too macho, we're too, real men don't cry. We don't get emotional and stuff like that. But I found that the theater really opened me up to those things. The theater really saved me in the sense that I had a place to go and cry if I needed to. I had a place to go and let all of these emotions out that I'll never get a chance to on a football field in front of the boys and the coaches. Like I used to get, my coaches used to pick at me all the time saying, y'all better watch Calloway. You've been over there at that theater, And, it's just a ragging with the boys and stuff. But, I got them to come over and see me in the show. And next thing you know, they got the bug too. So all of them started coming over and seeing theater and shows like that just because I was in it. And because I was a major player on the football team, I was a starter. So they didn't expect that from me, But being in the theater at that point in time in my life, in college, in college you don't know what you're going to do. A lot of times you get there, you choose a major when you come out of high school because they ask you to. It's like, what do you want to major in? I like science, so I'll go into the science program. I'll go into the biology program. I like business, so I'm going to go into BA. I'm really good with numbers, so I'm going to be an accountant. But when I got to school, I found out that I wasn't happy personally. I'm hoping that I'm looking at a bunch of accountants and doctors and future lawyers and things of that nature also too. I'm not going to discard that at all. But for me, I wasn't happy. I wasn't passionate about what I was doing. You know what I mean? So I changed my major 3 or 4 times before I actually got to theater. I was an accounting major, music minor. Then I changed it from accounting major, music minor to a music major, accounting minor. And then it changed from a music major, accounting minor to a music major to print journalism minor. and all this is going on. My dad is mad. He's mad. This boy don't know what he's doing. He's gonna lose his scholarship. And finally, I ended up with a theater major, music minor. A print journalism minor. Because they have I hope I'm not embarrassing her. Plus, she's over there laughing right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's what the give and take is from the audience to the actor, from the preacher to the congregation. You know what I'm saying? If he's a good preacher and he know how to preach that word, you know, you might not know what he's talking about. But because the cadence of his voice, the rhythm that he uses, it's something that engages you. When you come on, you come in, you see the show, and you see us out there on stage, you might not know what we talking about at first. You know what I mean? You might not know what's going on. But after a while, it's like your ear opens up to it. Because there's something that you can relate to in the timbre of my voice. Christmas story, y'all. Anyway, everything's true. Everything's true. Look at them. Come on, don't you just...
Yeah, but most people like talk down about Asbury Park and like
about who?
Asbury Park. They like try to like that or comments or whatever. Has there ever been a time where you just felt like you didn't want to do it anymore and you wanted to give up?
That's a great question. Yes. She said, has there ever been a time where I wanted to give up and go home because it's so much? And she used Asbury Park as an example. It was like, you know, people talk about you guys and you know what, I'm not doing this no more, I can't. But yeah, that happens all the time. It happens to everybody. You know what I mean? But I think there comes a point where you have to know yourself. You know your own self. And you have to do what? Do your best. Not the next person's best. Not trying to look better than the next person that you see, because you can't be that person, right? You can only vouch for yourself, who you are, and what you represent. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like, you know, I want to be Beyonce when I grow up, or I want to be, you know, the next Usher, or the next. I said, well, I'm sorry, baby, but you can't be there because there's only one Usher, there's only one Beyonce. You have to be the best you. You know what I'm saying? And when times get hard, that's when the true test comes.